Hello, Steve Mills here. Welcome to the Results Mastery Podcast. It's fantastic to have you here, and I really appreciate your time. I always believe that the most expensive resource is not the cost in monetary terms, but the cost in time turns in order to try and improve yourself, grow your business, create more leads and sales, and so on and so forth. And as we all know, there's only two ways of growing a business, certainly from a point of view of a business's profit. One is to reduce costs, which we can all do, 5% here, 10% there. But for true leverage to really grow your business to whatever level you would like, you've got to become better at creating leads. That's where the whole sort of ball of wax comes in. So we've got to become better at creating leads. And to do that, we've got to improve ourselves and our team. I love the saying, if you want a better business, become a better business owner. And part of that is becoming better at sales and marketing. Because I think one of the big problems that I see is people, they go into business or they run a business and they're good at doing what they do, whether that's arranging flowers, providing coaching, repairing cars, cutting hair, whatever it is they do. They're experts at that. They've spent many years doing it, and therefore that's a passion of theirs. But the truth of the matter is, you've got to be good at managing the money, and you've got to be good at selling the stuff. And without that, 80% of businesses fail within 5 years. Now, today, I'm going to talk to you about how to create lead magnets in order to create more sales. That's the subject of this particular edition of the Results Mastery podcast. Now, before I talk about that, let me just clarify what I mean by a lead magnet, because it's probably something you've heard of and you may or may not know what it actually is. But a lead magnet for me is something that's used to get people's attention. It's something that's given in order to get something back. Let me give you an example. That's the easiest way of doing it. Let's say that I produce a report, or perhaps an ebook, or perhaps it's a physical book, or it might be a webinar that I'm running, or it might be a podcast indeed. And I say to you, look, if you sign up to this ebook or webinar or podcast, then I will give you access to it, to my expertise, for free. Now, in exchange for that, you've got to give me your name, telephone number, and email address. And perhaps I even ask, the name of your company. So it's a mutual thing. It's a lead magnet, because getting my report is of value to you. That's the magnet. And for me, I give you that in exchange for your contact details. Okay, so it's a two-way thing. That's basically what we're talking about. Now, everybody knows, people are not stupid. They know, if they give me their contact details, what am I going to do? Nothing? Well, I hope not. I'm going to respond. I'm going to obviously send them the report, as it were, or access to the webinar. And I'm probably going to send them some further information. I might even pick up the phone and talk to somebody. How amazing would that be in today's modern age? But, that's why I'm doing it, so I can gain access to a lead. Now, how do you do it? Well, the truth of the matter is you can do it in multiple ways. You could set up a lead magnet on one of your web pages on your website. That's all you need, really, ultimately. You go to your website, you put on a form, if whether you use WordPress or whatever you use, there will be, access to forms. And if you're thinking, well, I don't know how to do that, well, there's two opportunities. One is to learn how to do it, and the other is to get somebody else to do it. But the important thing is that you know you can do that. The second thing is making sure that you've got something on that page that's going to entice people to download the form. Because if you get, put a load of time, money, or effort into getting people to this page with this form to fill in, and nobody's filling in the form, then something's wrong with this picture. We've got to get them to fill in the form. So that for me starts with having a really good, attractive headline. That's really important. If you I had a headline something like download Steve Mills's book, book of marketing wisdom. Yeah, it might that some people might do that, but if it was something more specific, like download this special report that Steve's just written called The Six Keys to Getting More Traffic to Your Website. It's a little bit more focused, or even better, the six ways that consultants, coaches, and advisors can get more traffic to the website and create more leads. Now, that might be a little bit of a long title, but you get the idea. Then we've got to have some words in there. Might be good if it had some testimonials from people who've already downloaded the report saying how great it was. Might be even better if we've got a video, bit like this one, where somebody's enthusiastically talking about this fantastic report, telling you a little bit about what's in it, why you should download it, and how great it's going to make your business. Yeah. So you get the idea behind it, I hope. And that's the simplest way. Just do it on your website. Set up a web page and do that. And if you can't do it, get somebody else to do it. If you can't do it, get us to do it. We'll, drop me a message and we'll do it for you. We'll charge you a little bit for it, of course we will. And then you can have your own lead magnet. So that's one way. Another way is to use what I'd call a landing page. Now, you can buy landing pages. If you go onto Google and type in buying landing pages, you'll have a whole host of companies and organizations who will give you landing page templates. So you sign up for them, you pay them a monthly fee, and they give you access to 200 different landing pages. You stick your form on there, you put your words on there, you upload a couple of pictures, you upload your videos, testimonials, and so on, and you're good to go. Good to go. Okay, so that's another way of doing it. The third way would be through us. You can use something we call the Results Mastery Hub, which I believe is one of the best digital marketing platforms in the world, and I've used lots of them. I'll tell you that. I've used Infusionsoft, I've used HubSpot, I've used Zoho, and probably about another 8 or 9 different top CRM stroke digital marketing platforms. And this, I believe, is the best that there is. It not only enables you to do lead magnets and landing pages, but email marketing, social media marketing, and so on and so forth. So if you want a demo of that, you can either go to my website and take a look, or you can get in touch with me, and I'll be very happy to hop on a Zoom call with you. I think that's about it, really, about all I can tell you in terms of why you should do a lead magnet and how to do it. I could go into showing you exactly specifically what you need to do. But do you know, it depends on the way you're going to do it. You know, your style, what you're going to use, and so on and so forth. You know, so don't feel as though you've got everything that you need to do that. But, you know, just go onto YouTube and find somebody who's able to do that. If you want to talk to us about it, we'll either show you how to do it and run a training session for you, and we can do it for you. Either way is absolutely fine, but it's something that I really think is valuable. You know, imagine you're getting, I don't know, you could use social media and email marketing and even paid advertising to drive traffic to your new landing page where people, you know, let's say 100 people in a day, let's just say a day, 100 people a day come to this landing page and 10 of them sign up. They sign up to your lead magnet to get your report or attend your webinar or whatever it is. Out of those, let's say half of them are not, you know, you can't get hold of them. You know, it's just is what it is. You email them, you phone them up and they've given you the false number. They can't give you the false email address. No, because they wouldn't get their report or access to the webinar. So they've got to at least give you that correct. But let's say they've given you a false telephone number and you message them again, you message them again, and they've just deleted you or unsubscribed or whatever. And that's fine. That's fine. It's just about all you want really is your one or two meetings as a result of it, isn't it? You know, you'd get 100 people, 10 sign up, and you get two meetings. Out of those two meetings, you get one sale. That's one sale per day for pretty much every day of the year. For how much? For nothing, potentially, unless you're doing pay-per-click advertising. So this is a great opportunity. It's one you shouldn't miss. The magnet that I believe is the most powerful is anything that you can do that involves you physically speaking to somebody rather than writing something and sending it. That's just my perception, and that's what works for me. Okay, so what I'm suggesting is your magnet, yes, it could be a report, yes, it could be a book, yes, it could be something, you know, like that. But I believe better would be if it was a podcast, better would be if it was a webinar, better if it would be something as simple as a free one-to-one meeting that you offered somebody, or perhaps it's a seminar. You know, if you're targeting people locally, I'm based over on the Isle of Wight, and let's say I was trying to get together with 20 businesses on the Isle of Wight for a morning's seminar that I was offering for free in exchange for their contact details. I drive a load of traffic to this web page offering exactly that. I get 30 people who sign up for it. Now, because it's free, only 20 of them turn up. And out of those 20, five of them book a meeting. And out of those five, let's say two of them sign up to a program. I'm as happy as Larry. That's great. And that's what I want for you. So think about what you're going to do. If you want a conversation with me, feel free to get in touch. I offer people this all the time because the more people I speak to, the more money ends up in my bank, generally speaking. And that's the same with you, I believe. The more people you meet up with and speak with and so on and so forth, the better it is for you and your business and for them. I will genuinely try, if you do meet me, to help you, to try and advise you, to give you tips on what I think you need to do in order to grow your business. So, thanks very much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Don't forget to sign up. Don't forget to subscribe. Go and find me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Sign up to my email marketing lists on my website, where I send you up-to-date information on what's happening in the world of marketing, of LinkedIn, of email, of search engine optimization, and so on and so forth. So thanks very much. I look forward to speaking to you very soon. And don't forget to stay tuned to my next podcast. Thank you.